Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins. In the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that is over the back line of the... end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 39. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Running with Elliott. And he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Shotgun now for Manning. Open man right side is Ingram. They juked him. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Manning going to throw. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the 6.
From the gun, it's Manning. Now he's going to step up and run. There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Now Manning. A short throw to Ingram. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Working from the gun, Manning. It's complete to Fuller. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Manning to throw. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Dolphins have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that will not be returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this team.
He's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. 65 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in the touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw is Manning. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time on a catch and run. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs. Manning. A short throw to Ingram. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
He's got his man. It's Gallup. Touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure and joy after that one.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Operating from the gun, Johnson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So after the INT, it's Manning. A short throw to Ingram. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll make it 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Throwing now is Manning. Now he'll tuck this and run. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 26-yard line. Manning to throw once more. Throw right side taken in by Gallup. And so
to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 25 yards that time.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Striker, 3-3. Ready?
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Dolphins continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it first and 10.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
Back to throw. Johnson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Here now, second and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Second and 9 at the Dolphins' 39-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Elliott.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
Ready?
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Boy, still a half plus to play, but it is a two-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And the Dolphins are going to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Manning now to throw.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
2 yards on the pickup there. And it's second down.
It's second and 8 at the Bills' 11-yard line.
Now Manning. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Again, they'll throw with Manning. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Looking to throw. Johnson. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Manning.
This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now Manning. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 23 yards the pickup there.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Manning going to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing is Manning. Under pressure, they got him again. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burned the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And he comes back with one complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. To throw, it's Manning. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
42. Bills 14.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Here's second and 10. Back to throw. Johnson looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Cougar 19.
From the gun on third down, Johnson looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Looking deep here for Chase.
That is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll run with Allen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It's Lucas Van Ness there to drop him behind the line.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Yellow. 43. Light blue. Smash. Red.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. A short throw to Ingram. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
To Allen on the dump off. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 13 yards out.
And the Dolphins have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Point after here coming up. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
It's the score, Dolphins 49, Bills 14.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
And the Dolphins are going to take over. Couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Let's go. 19-5, 60-5, go.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do?
Down the right sideline.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Bills 14.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. The left side completion to Jones. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Back to throw here, Herbert. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Bills, first down.
A first down carry by Allen. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a give, right side. It's Simpson. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. It's a gain of
Herbert
10.
now.
First down, Bills.
And it's caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Now it's Herbert. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Touchdown, Bills! It's the fullback.
taking it in. And the Bills are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Extra point right down the middle. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now in Miami, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Here's Fields. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
This offense on third down today, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Now Fields going to run.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now.
On the return is Williams. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And that's caught inside the 35. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 66 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphins.
Touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
This is intercepted.
And the Dolphins force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick them off for the second time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Fields now to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Claws red. Let's go now. 60 red. 60 red. Red. Cycle. Hut.
Now Fields.
Going to take a shot for Gallup. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Now he's into the clear again.
And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 86 yards.
Big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
But he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Romeo Doubs
From 4 yards out.
and the Dolphins continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
An extra point attempt here still to come. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Dolphins 70, Bills 23.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
19 Tiger.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Another incomplete pass there. We've seen a bevy of those. This secondary, they've been pretty good, haven't they?
They certainly have. They've allowed the 1 touchdown through the air, and they're going to be upset about that later when they watch the game tape. But other than that, they've been absolutely rock solid.
And that one almost intercepted. Could have been his third pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a third down.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bills drive stalls out on 4th down.
sofa. The thing about depression, you think your life is over. When I was all alone, you came and changed how I feel.